Faye is like, I will always interact with my fans, always, no matter what, even if I'm like not in a good mood, and so she does. But it's just so funny because she was like, Faye did not want to talk to her. Oh my god, it was hilarious. Welcome back to TransGuyReacts. My name is Nick, and I make videos about whatever I want to make videos about, namely LGBTQ plus content, a lot of Thai girl love series, and a lot of FayeYoko content because I am obsessed with Faye. She's my bias. I love the girl. So I do a lot of FayeYoko content, more than I expected to do, to be honest. Like, I did not expect to have this much content, but they have a lot of stuff going on, so there's always something to make. But I do want this to be a channel that's a reaction to the TV shows as well. So I will try my best to get back on that, but if Faye and Yoko keep making content, it's kind of hard. I'm gonna give the time that I have. I don't have a lot of time, so I do appreciate if you are here, you're watching, you are leaving comments. I really appreciate you. Please subscribe, please like, please share. I would love for this channel to grow. I also have a Patreon. If some of my videos are a little too mature, I'm going to put them on Patreon, or if they have a copyright block, I will put them on Patreon. So if you're interested in that, please go ahead and check out the link below. But this video today is about the Taiwan fan meeting that they did. They ended up having, they were lucky because Taiwan is a very like openly queer-friendly country. They even have gay marriage, even though it's like a weird governmental thing where they're kind of controlled by China. I don't really understand the politics, and I don't honestly want to, but they were able to go, and they were going to do one show together, but it sold out in like minutes, so they decided to do another show, and it's them together. It's not them separate like they do in China, each doing a day. It's like them together both days, back to back. So very interesting, really excited to cover and react to them going to Taiwan. So let's get into it. First thing that I want to point out is what Yoko is wearing. So she came to the event with a blazer on, some slacks, a collared white shirt. She looks very fashionable. People were calling her top. I don't understand, like, when someone dresses a little bit masculine and all of a sudden they're top, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense to me, but that's what the fandom does. But yeah, she looks pretty good, looking interesting. Just, you know, not exactly what I would expect for the airport, but, you know, very fashionable. Usually I expect them to dress a little down, honestly, just more relaxed. This is what Faye was wearing. She was wearing like a denim jacket, black shirt, and I think blue jeans, so she was like kind of decked out in like denim. And there's some pictures of them at the airport, and as you can see, they're not holding hands. And like normally I'm not gonna be like tripping about that, but they have kind of made that like their thing that they hold hands all the time. So when they don't hold hands, it really does stick out, and you can tell that they're not holding hands, and then they're not as like talkative as they normally are. When they came into the airport, they were standing next to each other and walking, but they weren't really talking to each other that much. Mostly Yoko was talking, and that's normal because she talks a lot. Faye, I saw some videos of her like putting her arm kind of out as if like she was okay with Yoko touching her arm or holding her arm, but Yoko never did. They kind of like just see it to themselves, and like people were freaking out, and I was like, okay, I mean, if they really are a couple, they're going to have times where they're not gonna like really want to talk to each other. Like, that's normal. So I was like, okay, whatever. They having a little argument. People were like, oh, they're arguing over the pictures that Yoko posted on Instagram, which are like, she had like this top on, and it's like a little revealing. I was like, it's nothing more than what they do in fan meetings, so to me it wasn't that big a deal, but people were making a big deal of it. Like, look at like how they're standing. They weren't talking to each other. They really weren't. And people were just like, oh, Faye's mad about that picture, and I was like, no, she was joking about it online with Yoko. I don't think she cares about this. I think they're mad. Faye is mad about something else. Something completely different, which, you know, we'll never know because they're not going to tell us. Some more pictures of Faye just looking sexy. You know, there's no point in this. I just want to show her off. So yeah, this is them walking. You can see her, like, Faye's arm is out. Like, she definitely was like, okay, it's cool if you can grab my arm, but I'm not grabbing your arm. And Yoko was like, I'm good. Oh my god. Yeah, it's so obvious because they're always on top of each other, so it's so obvious. This is another compilation of them, a video compilation of them walking through the Bangkok terminal and like just hanging out, like waiting to, you know, check in their bags and stuff. And they were having completely different conversations. They also had like new people there. They had like new assistants there. PBAS and PI were not there, so I thought that was interesting. They have like the Yoko has a new assistant who's very very attentive, and they were like not talking. They were like both talking to the fans, but at like look how far away they are. They're just not talking to each other. But they're interacting with the fans because they always interact with the fans, so it's like not surprising, but it's just like what is going on right now. And then I think that guy is like the guy you see, the tall dude, he's like their security. So like, okay, she is talking to Yoko here, but she's kind of like explaining something also to the security and to Yoko's assistant. So they're just kind of all getting on the same page, and Yoko's looking at her like, They do the bow. They do the bow. That's normal. They always do the bow. But Faye was looking at her like, whatever. I mean, or really was just kind of dismissive. So was Yoko. They were both kind of just giving each other like, okay. Yoko says she has a stomach ache, which a lot of times now we're like, oh, that means she has menstrual cramps, which is fine. I mean, like, it shouldn't be like a secret or anything that we're like trying to hide people being on their cycles, but maybe more information than we needed. This is them. See, this is like raw footage of them at the airport, and like you can see how like it's so weird to see them not interacting. This is 6 minutes of them not interacting that much. They're a good 3 feet apart, when normally they're like 3 centimeters apart, okay? Like 3 inches, like legit. And now, and that's just their face. Their bodies be touching all the time. So to see them like 3 feet apart is so weird. Faye's talking to their security guy. Oh, but Yoko starts talking to him. She's not interested anymore. What a weird life to be like, people are just going to look at me and take pictures. Sometimes they're going to talk to me, but a lot of times they're just going to take photos of me, so I have to be like ready to take pictures all the time. My crusty ass could never be a celebrity. Like, I'd have to like overhaul my entire life. Now, Faye is talking. Yoko is listening to her, because they're all having a conversation, but they're not talking to each other. Faye's talking kind of at Yoko. She's like, huh? Oh, talking to me? Okay. Okay. And then now she's explaining to the assistant, like, in more detail. And Faye starts to listen to the conversation, like, the beginning of it. But then after a few seconds, she's like, okay, I don't want to listen anymore. I don't need to listen anymore. I don't want to listen anymore. No longer interested. Could be just, like, not important. Helping someone out with their hair clip? Okay. Is he supposed to be her assistant now? I'm so confused by the company configuration. They're growing so fast, and I'm sure that people are getting different roles and moved around. He kind of does seem like her assistant, but also like the bodyguard. I'm not really sure what his role is. I mean, this is pretty boring, to be honest. This is just them talking to each other, doing logistics, having idle conversation. But I do like to see, like, get a sense of, like, what's happening and what it sounds like in there. This is so awkward to be, like, talking to fans. Like, talking to each other, having your conversations, and then the fans are on the side just, like, videoing you with their phones, or their very nice cameras, and then you have to talk to them. It just seems so awkward. Occasionally, you don't have to always talk to them, but they usually do. They like to engage. What is she doing? Thanking her? Thanking him? Yoko laughed at it. Some interaction. But Faye is not giving it. She's not really giving it. Yoko looks like she's having a cramp. It's so weird seeing them this far apart. It's so strange. Faye interacting with fans. Yoko interacting with fans in the back. They're not even looking, like, it's so weird. They're both like pandering to the camera and not looking. Usually they look at each other and like have an interaction, but it's just not happening. Oh my god. Yoko comes up to her. She's like, "Oh, why are you up?" And she does not look at her at all. If you saw that, like, she did not look at her. She came up, she looked above her, she looked over her head as Yoko was talking to her, and then Faye was like, "Oh, okay, you're talking about the fans. Okay, I'll engage," and like go into that. But like when Yoko came up, she did not look at her at all. She didn't want to look at her eyes. She didn't want to look at her in the face, which I find very interesting. That means she was pissed. She was very mad at her. She don't look at her in the eyes. She don't even look at her. But you do, Yoko. This is another view of it. Yoko's coming up to tell her, and look at Faye. She's like, "What?" But if you see her face, she does not look at her. She looks up over her head. But at the same time, even though she doesn't look at her, she listens to what she says. And then she's like, "Oh, you're talking about the fans over there? Are they together?" Because they do this thing where they act like they're together or whatever. And then so, and Faye is like interacting a little bit, and Yoko wants to kind of interact, but Faye's like, not too much, girl. I'm still mad at you." She's like, so still mad at her. It's so funny. Faye is like, "I will always interact with my fans, always, no matter what, even if I'm like not in a good mood," and so she does. But it's just so funny because she was like, Faye did not want to talk to her. Oh my god, it was hilarious. Oh, wait, there's another view. Faye being like, "What?" She's so irritated. I'm like crying. I wonder also how strange it is for like the staff when they're fighting and you're like, okay, so they are actually together and they're having an argument right now, so like we have to be, it's gotta be so weird. We like have to pretend that they're not arguing. We're not gonna bring it up. We're just gonna like talk to both of them normally and just like business as usual, even though it's very clear that there is tension. Oh, that sucks for the staff sometimes when you're working with a couple. I mean, there are other couples in this company too. Like there's like 2 other couples who work for Nightstar, but still, it's like this is Yoko's failed attempt to get Faye's attention. She barely even touched her. It's like she kind of wanted to touch her. She like put her pinky out. It's so weird. I'm like, why do you put your pinky out like that? And then she didn't really try to engage with her, but she just like half-assed, like kind of sort of touched her, and then she was like, okay, whatever. Almost fell asleep standing up as she normally does. That's not unusual, but it's just so weird. Like, why'd you almost touch her with your pinky like that? What is that? She wanted her baby's attention, but Faye was not having it. I really feel, honestly, the way that Faye, like, Yoko's staring at her, which is like, it's so, like, endearing, the look, how, like, they're just so much love there. But even the way that Faye stands sometimes, I feel like she stands, like, the way that she's standing right now is, like, to prevent herself from doing something. So, like, she's literally got her hands behind her back, and I kind of feel like that's so she doesn't touch Yoko. She's like, I'm mad at her right now, so I don't want to touch her, so I'm going to put my hands behind my back. And I've seen her put her hands behind her back, or, like, try to restrict her hands when she doesn't want to touch Yoko. Not when she's mad, just in general. She's like, oh, I don't want to touch her right now. Like, that's not what I want to do. But it's, like, almost impossible for her not to. She usually gives in after a while, so it's just funny. Here she's like, I'm just gonna put my hands behind my back. Now with all this going on, I have to say, like, them being like distanced from each other, it kind of really reaffirms to me that they are a couple, even more so now, because I'm like, if this was fan service, say they had a fan service contract, which they don't, because like Nightstar doesn't do that, but if they had one, they wouldn't have the luxury of being mad at each other. You have a contract, you have to be like a certain way, and at the airport and at your fan meetings and stuff, and like during interviews. But they're not always like that, especially at like award shows or at the airport. They will be mad at each other, and I'm like, this isn't fake. This is like real life. No matter what you think, if they're together or not, they are very close, and they have a very close working relationship with each other. They're next to each other all day, every day, and like, you're gonna get irritated with each other at some point, and it's only natural to have moments like this. And I appreciate that they're not like hiding it, and they're being honest. Like, yeah, I'm not happy with this person or what have you. And I really do appreciate that, like, even though Faye is mad at Yoko, and she doesn't really want to like interact with her, she still will interact with her. It's not like super toxic. It's just like she's visibly irritating. She has resting bitch face, and she's like, but at the same time, she will still listen to her. Even when she's mad at her, she will still listen to what Yoko says. And I think that's really important in communication. Okay, so they're getting ready to go, I believe. Like, go through security. So they leave, and then Yoko smacks Faye's butt, and Faye turns around like, no, stop. She was not feeling that butt smack. She was not having any of that. Here it is again. Faye's walking. Yoko comes up. She's like, ooh, I want to smack her butt. I'm going to do it. And she does. With her phone. Just a replay. And then Faye turns around. Stop. She doesn't even smile. She is not in the mood for this. She's like, stop. This makes me so... It's so funny to me when Faye is mad. When Faye is mad, it's pretty... I don't know. It's very entertaining to me. Okay, then going through security. What was Faye doing there with the little shuffle? And then they realized they didn't have their passports or tickets. They're like, okay, I gotta go through security without your tickets. Like, come on, get it together. So they get their passports and stuff ready. It doesn't seem like it's very busy at the airport right now. So usually there's like a lot of people, but it's not. And then, of course, like Faye and Yoko do, they take a long time, especially Faye, talk to the fans as they're at security, even though they're supposed to, like, just get your checked and go through. They're, like, standing there. And Thai people are so nice. They don't say anything. They just let them keep talking to their fans and stuff. But, yeah, they're, like, kind of holding things up. There's no one behind them, but still, it's like, yap, 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 yap. Yoko at one point moves, and she's like, okay, let me get out of the way. But Faye, still talking to the fans. She says something crazy to them, too, which I don't understand. It was very confusing. I mean, obviously, like, some things in Thai are going to be translated differently, but the thing that she says to them at the end, I'm like, what are you talking about, girl? What the fuck are you talking about? Fair amount of people, nothing crazy in Thailand. It's just usually only about, like, 20 people who come. This is just... I just wanted to put it in here because I'm like, how does she always look so good? Always. Just existing. Looking good. Okay, so here is like the language that was used. It says someone says, oh, top 5, right? Then what? Faye goes, then what? Faye always loses. And then they're like, Faye don't lose to PO. Faye has international matches or wins international matches all the time. She's like listening to them. She's like, maybe. Oh, the picture's gone here. And then Faye goes, I'm not losing. Faye is human, normally not promiscuous. What the fuck does that mean? Normally not promiscuous. I did look up a different translation and it said something like promiscuous. Could have been like smooth talker, flirt, whatever. It could have been one of those. But I'm like, why did you say this? No one even asked you that. They were talking about you winning or something, and she's like, no, I'm not winning. I'm always losing or something. And then she's like, okay, I'm not losing, but Faye is human. I'm normally not promiscuous. I'm like, what? Are y'all? Cause whenever she says like off the cuff shit, I'm always like, oh, is this about your relationship? I'm like, so are you guys arguing about maybe you flirting too much with someone or being on the, whatever Yoko be jealous about? And she's like trying to like be like, I'm not doing anything wrong. It's like, is that why you guys got in a fight? I don't know. See, here's the actual video. Then what? Faye always loses. You don't lose to PO. Faye wins international matches all the time. She's like, thanks. Fighting. And then she goes, I'm not losing. Faye is human, normally not promiscuous. And then she does that look like, wait, like, did I say too much? Yeah, girl, what are you saying? You're saying too much, you're saying too little. Like, what does that mean? So, now, we know that they were, like, we know that Faye and Yoko were fighting on this flight, obviously. This the beginning of their trip, right? So, at the Bangkok airport, they're not talking to each other. But I already knew. I was like, they are the kind of couple that will work things out. Like, they've talked about, like, they make up pretty quickly. Like, when they're having an issue, they just, like, fight it out, they talk it out, and they get over it. So I was like, oh, they got, like, a 3-hour plane ride to Taiwan, to Taipei. I was like, oh, they're most definitely gonna figure this out. I was like, by the time that plane lands, this will be over. when because I was watching this in real time, I was like, oh, Faye's mad at her right now. They're gonna talk about it on the plane, and by the time they land, this will be done. They will not be angry with each other. Well, Faye won't be angry with Yoko because it's clear that Faye was the one who was more irritated. And what happens when they land? Okay, in this video, one of the fans calls Faye handsome, which I've been saying so much that Faye does not like to be called handsome. She wants to be called beautiful or pretty. And again, someone calls her handsome. She says thank you. She says, so beautiful, say it again. She tells the fan to say it again, and then the fan goes, soy mak, in Thai instead of what she could have said it in English, but I guess she wanted to say it in Thai to be impressive. She is literally like training her fans to call her beautiful, which she has to do because like they can't live outside the binary. Apparently they have to keep calling her handsome because she's the more masculine one. She's not masculine. This is them coming out and that fan following them. I guess they're on the same fight.
I'm sorry.
So what I say about this, it's incredibly organized. It's incredibly well done. Great security. The Taiwan fans were so nice and calm and orderly, as they should be. Big contrast to China. Most of the time, China's a fucking wild mess. But yeah, it was just like, chill. They had, so here's the fans sitting, waiting. Look at how organized this is. They were so sweet, so nice, so kind. That's another view of them coming out from the fans deep into the waiting area. Imagine getting off the plane and just getting applause for existing. Faye is very touched. Faye is clearly crying. Waving to people up. Apparently there are some people up in the like upstairs, I guess, waiting as well. And this is a view from above, from people upstairs. Oh, I wanted to show this, like, Faye was so touched by everyone, like, sitting and waiting so patiently, and she was just like, oh, my heart. She literally started crying. And here's a couple more photos, and, like, Faye, like, crying because she's so touched by the fans. She's more weepy than Yoko. Yoko used to be crying all the time, and now Faye be crying all the time. And now we have them. This is after the Taiwan flight, and this is, I'm not sure if this is before or after they go into, go out there and meet the crowd of fans waiting for them. I'm not sure. But they are clearly sitting next to each other. There's no issue. They're talking to each other. They're messing with the fans, asking them if they're together, as they do. Are you a 1 or you're a 0? Top or bottom? Oh my god. What? They love teasing the fans, because why not? But yeah, so they're fine. They're sitting next to each other. Everything is good. Everything's Gucci. I was like, oh, I knew it. As soon as they got on that goddamn plane, they were going to make up. And look, I was like, this ain't gonna last that long. Again, Faye touches Yoko on the shoulder, and then she realizes, she's like, oh, no. And I think it's because she's like, oh, I'm still kind of mad. And so I can't, like, really touch her. I don't want to touch her too much. It's like, BZ, what? Why are you, like... What was that? Yeah, there's some hand massaging going on. I was like, oh, they really made up. I was like, Yoko brought out the hand massages. We haven't seen the hand massages since the reaction videos for Blank. So I was like, oh, she's getting a lot of personal attention right now. Okay, I see. At one point, Faye shows her a picture on her phone. I think they're on like Twitter or Instagram or TikTok, whatever. And she like looks at her and she's like, "Oh, do you see this?" And Yoko's trying to explain something, and I'm like, "It looks like a denim jacket." So I'm like, they're looking at themselves, which they always do. And this assistant like fixing Yoko's hair. Oh my god, they're always looking at their hashtags and stuff. So I'm like, I wonder if Faye is looking at it and she's like irritated because she's like, oh, thigh grab. By the way, she's irritated because like the fandom's like upset. Because she wasn't talking to her earlier. I also think that they spend way too much time worrying about what fans think. They should just like live their life, especially Yoko. But I think they're both very engrossed. I mean, the fans make the fandom. I get it, but sometimes it's just a bunch of toxic people. Emphasizes the leg grab, the thigh grab, automatic. It's so automatic for Faye. She should just grab her leg. She's like, oh, we're getting up, and just automatically. Because that's what you do with your coworker. That's what you do with your best friend, you know? You just grab their thighs. That's what you be doing. Oh, and then Yoko like bumps into Faye to say something, but the fact is that they're talking again. I just want to point that out because she bumped into her. She's standing next to her. She's basically touching her, and they're like talking to probably security about logistics of how to get out of there. But they're laughing, both laughing together. Bumped into her. She's like, "Oh, that's my baby." Faye leaned back, and then they're laughing, talking and laughing. As I said, it would be made up. Okay, so then they had to get on the tram, and then like Faye was holding onto Yoko's waist and then holding onto the like something on the wall, and then they were like, Yoko was talking to someone, and then Faye turned around and then pulled Yoko's arm around her stomach to maintain balance. So this is them arriving. Well, they already arrived, but they were on the tram and stuff, and then now they are going to their car, or the van rather, and getting in. And then Yoko goes to the back for some reason. Like, why did she go to the back? She never goes to the back. They always sit in the front. And then she realizes, like, oh yeah, goes back to the front and sit next to Faye. It's like, what are you doing, girl? You always come in first. You sit in the furthest seat in the front, and then Faye sits in the furthest seat nearest to the door. We know the routine. What? That is the airport scene. For editing purposes, oh my god, I can tell this is already doing this airport part was an hour. I haven't edited everything out, but still, it was an hour to film it, and I still have day 1 and day 2 to film. So this is going to be a 3-hour video. I think I'm going to do a Patreon where I'll do a full 3-hour probably video, like full of like everything I want, and then I'm going to post on YouTube a video that is much shorter, because I just like 3 hours. I mean, most people honestly are only watching my videos for 5 to 20 minutes, so like I don't need to have a 3-hour video for people who don't care. So I'm gonna make this video shorter. Now let's keep going. We are going to day 1. We haven't even gotten to the let's get to day 1. This is outside the venue. Obviously there's always like vendors and like people having all these posters. You can take pictures. This is pretty standard at every event. I'm always so flabbergasted by it, but I'm like, wow. Just beauty and charm. Am I sexy? Wow. All these cutouts and stuff, so you can take photos, and there'll be gifts and money and things like that, so very, very interesting. It's nice to see them both on the billboards together. It doesn't have to be like when they're in China, like they actually can be normal. Alright, this is outside the venue. Some fans have lined up, they're playing music. They have a truck with scenes, like behind the scenes, and like in the show series scenes playing on it, which is so funny to me. Again, this freaking billboard that came by, it's like a truck billboard. That's so funny. It's like, let's just play all the times that they made out. It's like the goddamn sex scenes. This is so funny. Oh my god. The audacity. I love it. I love it. All their sweet moments. I can't stop crying. Why are my eyes so watery? But yeah, they're so, wow. There's a lot of footage, you know, of them being cute together in this show. More footage. This is like it opened up, so it was like a truck, but then it opened up into a huge panel, and then it's like showing clips of all of their fan meetings when they're like, what? This is Faye's birthday. Last dance together. Song and dance. Hot to Hot. Yoko's birthday. This is like sped up too. This is kind of weird. It's like double speed. Faye practicing. I love this for them. I love this. This is so great. The Taiwan fan club. Them getting off of the van, coming to see the fans at the venue before the show. Pretty standard. Say hi to everybody. Nothing too amazing. And they're wearing pretty much dressed down things. They're wearing like a 9-star studio, black t-shirts, jeans. Is Yoko wearing jeans? Yeah, like some sort of jeans, and then sweaters. Nothing special. Oh, but Yoko's shirt is up a little bit. This is during the sound check, and she's doing Be My Boo. I mean, we've heard Be My Boo so many times I don't need to play it again. This is also the sound check. What'd you say? She said, oh, top lapo, so top wife. Top lapo, and then pretended like she didn't mean to say it. Okay, girl. Okay. Oh my god. Of course, Yoko got to do that hip swing, and Faye was not having it. This is right after she found out that her shirt was so high. She was like, why is your shirt up on one side? She'd be stressed. Yoko be making her stress. They were singing My Forever Love together. Oh, butt smack. Faye says, I don't eat spicy anymore because Yo doesn't like spicy. We haven't even started this, okay? This is just the... And I'm already like, what? What do you mean you don't eat spicy anymore because Yo doesn't like spicy? What does her food habits have to do with you? And I get it, they eat together a lot. Like, they always have at least lunch together, if not other meals together, so they eat together a lot. So she's just like, basically, Faye has changed her eating habits to accommodate Yo. Okay, I mean, that's what you do with your friends, your coworkers, I guess. I mean, she's like, you can't eat spicy. Yoko's like, oh yeah, yeah. She says, I don't eat spicy. Because I'm spicy. Faye is like, no. Faye goes, you are not spicy. I think she says it in Mandarin. Can't tell. He goes, delicious? Am I delicious? What is delicious? Fans go, yo. And then she goes, ask her. And she says it twice. Ask her. So Yoko says to the fans, ask Faye if I'm delicious. Bro, what? What do you mean, ask her if you're delicious? Then she explains to her what she said. And Faye's like, what the hell? Did you ask them like that? Faye's stressed. Delicious? She starts singing happy birthday to you, okay? She doesn't want to answer it, which is so funny to me because I'm like, okay, the question, okay, like, face value. Let's just like answer the question for real. She goes, am I delicious? To the fans, she's like, ask Faye if I'm delicious, right? Now, on the base level of this, they did make out several times. They had a few intimacy scenes in Blink the series. So they made out several times, multiple times, dozens of times they've made out. So, does Faye know what Yoko tastes like? Yes, she does. She could answer, is she delicious? She could answer that because she does know with her mouth lips, her head lips, she knows what those taste like, for sure. We know that for a fact. The other question is, does she know what the other lips taste like? And I think she does. That's my personal opinion. I think she does. But, not gonna reveal that. That's too personal. Private, not secret. Spicy chicken, guy spicy. Yoko, she doesn't like guy spicy. I mean, she technically in reality loves spicy food, but guy spicy means the whole thing about chicken, calling someone chicken is like it's like about showing skin, like that's too chickeny, like too much chicken, like skin, like when you're taking pictures or something like that, or video. And so if you're calling something spicy chicken, then you're saying, oh, it's like super hot, it's sexy or whatever. And so Yoko's saying that Faye doesn't like guy spicy. The fans go, she likes Yoko. And Yoko goes, is that right? Is that right for what? What the fan said or what you said? Yoko translates. Can't hear what she says. Oh, Yoko says that she can't say here. She can't say? Because there's a lot of people. So she can't say if she likes spicy chicken or not? Okay, so she doesn't even answer the question, but one of the fans yells out, P5 so handsome, and immediately she goes, beautiful, so am I. She corrects them. She does not want to be called handsome. I don't know how many times I have to say this. She does not want to be called handsome. This is twice. She's told them, no, I am not handsome. 2 days back to back. She says it in Thai and in Mandarin. She's like, y'all, stop calling me fucking handsome. Okay, so Yoko comes up to her, and Faye goes, I don't have a wife. I really don't know how my wife is. Is that what she says? I don't have a wife. And Yo goes, really? Faye goes, it's true. And Yoko's like, don't have a wife, really? She's like, no. And the fans are like, And Yoko's like, she doesn't have. The fans are like, you have. And she goes, save P5, save Faye. Hashtag save P5. Hashtag save Faye. She goes, she doesn't have a wife, but she has spicy chicken. Oh my god. Faye's like, stop it. Oh my god. She's not having that. He was like, please. I have wifey. I have wife, and the crowd goes crazy. She has a fucking wife now? In the beginning of that, she's like, I don't have a wife. And Yoko's like, are you sure? You don't have a wife, but you have spicy chicken. And then Faye's like, well, fuck it. I have a wife. So, we got an admission? We're just not going to talk about it? I mean, we all know it's like a very open thing that we know that you guys are actually together in real life. But it's just so fun. It's such like a little game that we play, that we pretend, oh, are they or aren't they? And then, like, Faye be just telling us the truth a lot of the times. And I'm like, okay, yeah. She got a wife. Clearly that wife is Yoko, because she ain't talking to nobody else. She's always hanging out with that girl, and Yoko has rules for her. Yeah, that's your baby. That's your girl. Then they start talking about red envelopes. Yoko's like, give me a red envelope. And then Faye pulls a heart out of her pocket, because she ain't got nothing in them. But her heart. She's like, no. Get heart and a hug. She literally put her hand in her pocket. Girl, what? Why? And then looks at the crowd like that, like, that's right. She is playing with Yoko's cheeks. Let's just start this over. Playing with Yoko's cheeks. And then Yoko asks, I've grown up. Book. Faye goes, she has cute cheeks. I like people like that. We know. How many reaction videos were there of you just touching that girl's cheeks? So many. She likes, says Yo. Me. And she's like, no, just kidding. She doesn't even know what to say. And then Yoko asks her, are you tired? She's like, I'm not tired. She didn't even know how to respond after that. She She has cute cheeks. I like people like that. Someone made an edit. Okay, that's the show, obviously, right? But look at the reaction videos. Her playing with that girl's fucking cheeks. This is not, that's just one time. No, the second time. There's multiple times. Again. She is enamored by this girl's cheeks. She love her some Yoko. She'd be down bad for that girl. And then this is at a fan meeting, I think Hong Kong. Okay then. Oh, this is the point where Faye realizes that Yoko's shirt is up. They're doing the song together. She was not happy about it. Yoko was a little confused too. She's like, wait, what? What's the problem? She's like, what? Here's a full video of her noticing it. She like put her hand around her waist and she's like, why can I feel skin? What the hell? Oh. Yoko is so confused. She's like, what's wrong? And then she ties her up. She's like, I'm a sushi. And she's like, cute. Goodbye, see you later. This is funny. So when they were on the tram, that's the look that Yoko gave to one of their staff members, and then that's the look that Faye gave on stage. Why are they always mirroring each other? It's crazy. Okay, so then we had an outfit change. So this is what they were wearing. Faye had an oversized suit on with this metal thing to me, which looked like a glass wand. If you know, you know. But whatever. It's like a little jewelry thing for her jacket with a necklace and some slacks. And then Yoko's wearing I don't know what to call this. This is like a bustier. I don't know, a crop top. I don't know what to call these things. It's a top, and it's bejeweled or bejazzled. And bustier or whatever. I don't know, with some pants. Sparkle. And they look great. They look very, very good, I have to say. Okay, and then during this song, You Are the One, Faye is singing it, but then at the very end, she looks over to Yoko, who's on the other side, to sing her song, and sings the last lyric to her. I know this was planned, but I'm like, that is gay. That's some gay shit right there. This is when they're sitting on stage at the same time singing their songs, and then Faye goes. She looks at her. Turns her whole body towards her. Her lights come on. This was totally, planned and rehearsed and staged, but the fact they still did it. Still did it. This was Yoko coming off stage for her song, and then Faye grabbed her and wrapped her around a little bit. I was like, oh, look at, okay. And having a little conversation in between. She waited for her. She put her arm out. She was like, come here. And this is what I mean when I'm couple shit. The stuff they be doing, I'm off stage, to the side. Coupley. Look at how Faye is looking at her. Faye be looking at her like she want to eat her. Come back on stage, but this is off stage. Look, Faye's waiting for her. Come here, so I can hug you. Why? Why do you need to hug her? It's just in between. Faye says, I'm very excited. I was very excited. The fans gave me a very warm welcome. So cute. Oh, yo, it's the same. I'm so happy to meet everyone. Now that you are in Taipei, are there any local food that you really want to try? Goodbye. I haven't even finished asking the question, but she answered already. We've already eaten. And bubble tea. Bubble tea again? Delicious and a little sweet. So they're asking about the scenes that impressed them the most, and it cuts off. You don't hear Yoko's reply, but Yoko says the scene that impressed her the most was the one where she got proposed to, right? But what is Faye's favorite scene? Fans like, wow. Now how about Faye? I like the scene. Today is my birthday. It's my birthday. Faye likes the scene the most. Where is the gift, babe? She looks at it. I like this scene. Do you want? Want? What the fuck are they doing right now? Let me go back. What? What, that birthday gift? Yoko's fixing Faye's makeup. Always fixing her lipstick. Like a good girlfriend. Yoko always talking. Well, they were talking about in this, like, P5 riding a pig and then doing the whole Titanic thing. It was a whole thing. They straight up did the Titanic thing. They made them do the Titanic thing, and I thought it was so weird. I'm like, why? The movie's like 30 years old. Why are you... What? Like, why for? See you later. We're gonna go change. What is Faye doing? Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. She's like, what do you want? You want me? And Faye does not answer. She's like, let's just get off stage. Oh, a little tongue. A little stick out the tongue at us. Okay, now we're playing the... She's like... Faye's like play hitting the fans because they're playing a dice game with the fans now. Faye was like protecting her or whatever because the fan threw the dice a little too hard. Okay, see here, this is where the fan like threw the dice so hard. Hit Yoko. Faye's like, oh no, I'll kick that back. How dare you. Hit my beautiful princess. Yoko's like, let me hold you back, babe. It's okay. Faye's like, that's my baby. Supposed to roll the dice, not set the dice. They love cheating. Yoko throwing her dice up in the air. And Faye almost falls over it. She stops her because she gotta protect her, you know? Gotta make sure she's alright. So they make Yoko dance to ABT. It's awkward. It's so awkward. Like, why did they make her do this? She only does choreographed dancing. She don't do no other type of dancing. That's not her skill set. Then Faye dances. She was like battling with the fans and they were like dancing with each other, so she was like, oh, I got Yoko, I'll dance with Yoko. Just being top Faye. Yoko getting embarrassed. This is classic. Wow. Faye even posted that on her Instagram photos. She had a whole bunch of photos, and that one was like the last one of her just like being in Yoko's face. Also during the dancing, Yoko almost fell backwards, and of course Faye was there to catch her, as she always does. She never gonna let her baby fall. No. And still dancing. And then this is like a full screen view of like the fans dancing, and then yeah, like Faye cannot be outdone. She has to like fight. She can't like let the fans win whenever they upstage her being like affectionate, so she had to do everything back that they were doing, which is so ridiculous. She's such a kid. She's like, I will not be outdone. Pulls Yoko gets pulled over by Faye so that Faye can fix her earpiece and her hair, because she's always managing that girl, being her stylist, her manager, her partner, her lover, her bestie. And then that's when she put her behind her. Why? She knew. How did she know she was gonna do that? She had a feeling. Nothing. Nothing. What's the crowd? She like goes to touch her butt. She like caresses her butt. Can we see that again? I don't even see that again where she caresses her booty, because it's like, what, girl? Okay, holds the back of her hand on her butt. Not the front. Covers herself up. She's like, oh, you can kind of see it in my shirt. My suit. She knew it already she was going to do. She like hit her before she even did it. And then goes to grab the booty. They wanted them to recreate a poster from the film, from the show. And then Faye's like, let me fix this. Okay. She's like, alright, hold you here, move your chin up. They're supposed to stare at each other. Move their bodies so the crowds can see it better. They love staring at each other, so it's not a big deal for them. Look at Faye folding. Them holding hands. Let me just make sure you see all of it. All of this hand holding that's happening. Like, is there glue on their hands? Because they're always touching each other. They're always hand holding. Yoko just adjusts herself and then goes back. And then when she goes back, Faye's like, oh no, we're intertwining our hands now. Okay, because you need to do all that when you're standing on the stage. I mean, is this fan service? Sure. Sure, it's fan service. It's something. To grow old together. So what does it mean? We need to translate it for them to hear, right? Teacher said that this word, it means I wish for you, both of you, to stay together until you are old. But actually this word is often used at weddings, but on New Year's Day, on such an auspicious day, I hope it can be used too. Hope the two of you grow old together. Shall we all together bless the two of you to grow old together? And they're going to do the calligraphy thing. The thing about this, though, is like they're basically telling them, like, we want you guys to get married and be together forever. No pressure or anything. We don't know if you're even together, you know, other than the show, but apparently we need to tell them. We hope you're together forever. And this is so funny to me, because I'm like, this is like, what others see, and then what versus what I see. Yeah, Faye was fucking checking her out. She always be checking her out. She don't even be hiding it. She'll be checking out her breasts, her boobs. Well, her breasts or boobs, the same thing. Her cleavage area, she'll be checking out her butt. She'll be just looking up her up and down. She's like, yeah, that's mine. She always gotta grab onto Yoko's waist. It's where her hand goes naturally all the time. Looks like Yoko's talking, as she always does. She's like, stop. Let me hold her so she doesn't move. What? Come look closer at the calligraphy. Faye is like playing around. Draw you. And then let me Wingardium Leviosa. She's such a dork. now they're doing the calligraphy. And he's just like, oh, you're already done? Jesus. Faye's like, I haven't even started. Why are they sitting on the side of the stage? It looks like Faye is like protecting her. Why is she rubbing on her legs? What is going on? Yeah, Yoko is just hugging on her. But Faye is rubbing on her legs though. Say happy birthday to my girlfriend. And Faye's like, yeah, she can say happy birthday to your girlfriend, but while I'm holding on to her, Yoko goes, happy birthday. Your girlfriend. Do you have a dog? And then Faye says, you have. And Yoko, Faye does a real happy birthday, wish you all the best and everything comes to your life. Happy every day, every single day. She says it in English. Always have a cute puppy. But why are they holding on to each other? Then Faye goes, I hope you stay together for a long time and love each other for a long time. And then she's like, oh, one more thing. Get married soon. I love how they be throwing that back at their fans now. They're like, okay, y'all are together, everyone's a couple, y'all getting married, y'all gonna tell us to get married. Okay, y'all need to get married. The fan goes up to grow old together. And Faye's like, nope, okay, it's time to get up. Alright. No more marriage talk. The fan, like, I think it, like, scared them how loud it was, but also then exactly what they said, too. They were like, excuse me? Wait, what? There's, like, a little confusion on both. But, you know, Faye be getting, like, scared by loud noises anyway. Faye getting up and touching that ass. Faye gets up. The fan says, hey, I wish you guys would get married soon too. And Faye's like, oh no. And just like gets up immediately and then helps Yoko up. She's like, all right, let's get up. Let's go. Next section of the show. And then, oh, just gradually. It's a little unnecessary butt swipe. Butt rub. So unnecessary, but I'm here for it. This is the fan meeting video that they always make for them to watch. Faye's excited because Sunny's in it. Do you have a dog? Yes, I do. Would you like to see? Yes, please. And of course, Sunny, but also Yoko. Come on. Okay, this is the show. This is the series. Okay. Workshop. They were getting to know each other very well. Reaction, where they were already knowing each other quite well. That's kind of funny. Another reaction. This is the one where Yoko smells up Faye. This is so good. It's like, whoa! Oh, and then Faye, look what Faye does. She's like, let me reenact this. And she does. Oh, I have more about that later. Okay. When they went to go sit down to watch it, Yoko went to sit in Faye's lap as she normally does, because that's her seat. That's her normal seat. But, you know, Yoko's gonna wrap her arm around Faye anyway. Oh my gosh. Faye. Always dancing. Such an entertainer. Nope. Touching Yoko again. Got a little bit of a cough, but they're wrapped around each other. But still excited watching things, but still like naturally touching each other. There must have been Sunny coming on the screen. This is where Faye kisses this girl on the cheek. Of course she closes her lips. You can see right after she like has her lips closed. But she kissed her on the cheek. And then giggled about it. Bro, what? Then giggled after you did it? Yoko's laughing about it. She's like, oh. Even the host is like, what the, oh shit. He's like, you kissed her for real? He had the double take. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. They really did kiss. She like prepped herself to do it. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Wow. That's her boo thing. There were so many videos on it because people were fucking shocked. Absolutely shocked. Kiss. Then Faye like does a little giggle wiggle. Giggle wiggle. They're doing her thank yous. I think this is right before they're gonna go do a dress change. So they're doing their thank yous and Yogos. I'm very happy to have you. I am truly grateful for your support and your love. We will always love you. Of course. Fans will love FayeYoko forever. Sure. We'll see. Faye goes, I want to thank everyone who was here for sending your support. Thank you very much to everyone. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the existence of each and every one of you. And Faye wants to say that everyone is a great source of encouragement for us. She's like, you gonna translate or what, bro? It is the most important support. Hope everyone can stay together like this for a long time. May everyone continue to be here. May everyone continue to love each other on days that are not so lovely. At this point, Faye is getting emotional, and Yoko immediately notices that she's like, huh, what? And she looks at her, and then she like touches her waist, like, cause she knows, and the pausing is kind of also a tell that Faye is getting emotional. I want everyone to be present in every moment of our lives, because you are all are more than just friends, or more than just fans. Excuse me. They are more than anything because they are our important source of encouragement. This is like super deep. She's been saying this a lot lately about like how much she really cares about her fans and like the support that they've given and like wanting them to be a part of her life. I'm like, it's pretty intense. She goes, yes, and another thing I want to say is very, very important. It's not just that they are a source of encouragement for us on their bad days or on days when they are happy or sad. When they turn around, they will also find us as a source of encouragement for them. Promise not to go if you promise to stay. No matter what, says the fans. No matter what. I mean, obviously that's in English. Yoko goes, Faye and Yoko will be by your side. And of course, Faye has to hold on to her baby. I love ya. I love you even more. So, I want to talk a little bit about, just briefly, about this thank you and the way that it came off from Faye and her being emotional about it. I think it's really important to talk about, like, I know that they both read posts about themselves on social media, like they're very involved, and that's how, that's what their career is kind of based on for the most part. And they've said that in interviews that, that they look at social media. So to me, I don't know, this, it kind of felt like when Faye was like getting emotional, it could kind of be related to like seeing people's reactions to her being sulky, because like most of the times, like she doesn't really talk about her feelings about Yoko specifically, like really deep, doesn't really share that. And a lot of the times, like, Yoko's the one who's more verbal about things, and that gets her into trouble, and like a lot of like hate, like faux hate or what, real hate or whatever. Faye doesn't usually get the brunt of that, so like, feel like this was like her way of like indirectly, like kind of an indirect way of letting the fans know nothing is wrong with the ship, and like, like people have bad days. You can say it's because Faye's connection with her or fans, or it's like like fan serviced, to kind of keep the fandom happy. I kind of think it's all of it. It's like, yeah, you want to keep the fandom happy, you want to keep that connection you have to the fans, you don't want them to be upset when you're having like just normal human emotions. I mean, I kind of feel like, if they are dating or not, spending that much time with someone intimately, you will get annoyed with that person, right? It's hard. It's going to be hard for fandoms of like mixed ages to understand that that's normal in a relationship, especially of this level of intimacy, whatever ship it is. And when I say intimacy, I don't mean necessarily sex, because I don't know if they've had sex, but they definitely have a closeness, they have a skinship, they have an emotional bond, and it's developed for whatever reason. They spend a lot of time to each other. There's this palpable chemistry between the two of them. The chemistry is really strong. So as always, I think it's real, right? But if it's not that big of a deal. I love that they're so honest. Faye and Yoko are pretty honest for the most part. They give this soft queer love multiple times a month for free. Like, I'm getting all of this from TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, X posts and things, right? This is all free. Like, them sharing their, I don't know if you want to call it like love for each other with us, and I don't have to pay for it. So I'm grateful, no matter what, to see two people who love each other openly as freely as they do, when in countries that they feel safe, like Taiwan and Thailand, right? It's refreshing to see, and it makes me believe in the world is not going to hell. Because like right now the world is like fucking dumpster fire. But everything's gonna be all right. Yeah. In the face of all things falling apart, we get to have this great amount of affection and sexual tension between two really beautiful women. And I'm here for that. So when they started this video, they were going to do the My Forever Love, but they came out and they didn't realize that the back screen was like a wedding setup, and the fans were cheering for that. They had no idea, which I think is really interesting that they don't tell them everything. Like, they were genuinely shocked. They're like, what's this background? Like, why is this a wedding theme? And then the fans started singing to them some song that's the side person's like, I'll take the basket. But yeah, singing the song, it's called Will You Marry Me Today? And then they pretend to get like, oh yeah, let's like getting married. They've done so many photo shoots where they're gonna get married, so it's like not that big a deal, but it is kind of like, it's kind of weird. But they're good sports about it. Holding hands. They changed outfits into these cream dresses that were like complementary to each other but weren't the same. Very interesting. I like the style though. I like the off the shoulder for Faye. And of course, Faye's gotta hold on to her baby girl. Always holding on to dear life to that girl. And again, we've seen this so many times, I don't really want to like show a whole video of them singing the song. But I will show you clips of stuff. Yoko is so distracted. You can see her. She is distracted by Faye's breasts. She is staring so hard. And her mic wasn't even in the right place. She keeps looking. She's still staring. And then she moves her hair in front of her, her chest. It's like, no. Yoko was not having that. She didn't want those pillows out. Those are only for her. And Yoko gets mad again. She's like, cover your damn breasts. And I was like, oh, these old things? and then Yoko teases her. She doesn't react too much to it. She's like, okay, it's fine. See you later. Faye giving out kisses. Oh, gives Yoko an air kiss, and Yoko gives it right back, of course. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So this is them with the camo outfit change. So they changed their outfits. They're wearing camouflage. Yoko's wearing jeans, but Faye's wearing camouflage pants. And then Yoko's wearing like camouflage shirt, sort of. And then Faye's just like a simple green shirt with like a cardigan with a black bra, maybe? Or tank top, who knows? The boots. Doing the high buys. Oh my god. Faye loves to pose. This beauty queen loves getting her photo taken. Oh, and they're taking. Alright. Just keep posing. Chat with the fans. And Faye's like, great, let me wrap you up. Perfect. Exactly what you need. Good girl. These are more high buys, but they get to sit. Interesting. Okay. Yoko's like, let me do it back to you. And Faye is not happy about that. She does not like. They're just like playing with each other, laying on each other. Just lay on your wife's lap. It's no big deal. No biggie. Yoko's like, I'll take a nap. And Faye's like, I got your support, babe. I got you right here. Okay. Drops her phone. It's fine. Everything's fine. The assistants told Yoko to come to the side of the stage. And Faye was like, you want me? I was like, no, just want Yoko. She's like, oh, okay. She's like, alright, I'll just sit here, interact with the fans. And then Yoko comes back and jumps on the couch like she would naturally. You could tell this was natural. She like forgot. She clearly forgot that she was on stage. And like, oh, that the fans were going to react like that. And as soon as they did, she's like, oh, God, you guys, like, I didn't do anything. I haven't done anything yet. And Faye's like, but look where her hands end up. Just conveniently end up there. Super convenient. And then, of course, she's always paying attention to what Yoko's got to say. And then when Yoko talks, she either stares at her eyes or stares at her lips. And this was the lips. She's like, what'd they say? She immediately looks at her lips. I'm just... the looking at the lips. Not even the butt grab. That's normal. Just immediately. She want that girl bad. Yeah, this is like how they be acting when they're off camera. This was totally a candid moment. This angle of her staring at her, because it is... Just want to be looked at like that. And then again, they're talking on the couch, and why is Faye looking at her like that? Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'm like, is she even listening? Sometimes she'd just be like, mm-hmm, shaking her head like, yeah, mm-hmm. Just looking at your mouth, just looking at your face and how beautiful you are. I'm not really paying attention to what you're saying, because that's how she's looking at her. Yoko always talking. Faye, listening patiently. And then they caught Faye staring at her butt, the lower back of her. Like, bro, can you tell us that you want her? We get it. You want her. She's yours. That's all yours. But it's just like, arm out, just like, that's mine. That's mine. This is during the high buys, and they were like, wait, all of you guys are tops and you're together? I was genuinely confused. She's like, wait a minute, you two are a couple and a couple, but you're all tops? Okay. Yoko seems unbothered. Faye is incredibly confused. Then they were like taking group photos with those same people, and I guess I don't know if they saw them first or it was after, but yeah, they were asking them again, okay, you guys are a couple, and then asking them if they're ones or zeros, they're tops or bottoms, and they're all like, we're all ones. And then Faye was losing her goddamn mind. She could not handle it. She was like, what? How are you all tops? Who's bottoming? Who's the bottom? It was throwing her for a fucking loop. She could not, like, comprehend. Faye's a little conservative, I guess. Those different dynamics. Here's, like, an actual clip of the friend group, the couple group, and Faye losing her goddamn mind. Yeah, we're all ones. She's like, what? Like, giving her a goddamn headache. Are the four of you two couples? 1, 2, 3, 4? Wait, we are a pair of four. The four of you? She's like, all y'all together? Excuse me? Oh. Four people are one pair. It's like, yeah, they're in a polyamorous group. And Faye is like flabbergasted. And then Yoko's like, but who's the Yoko was like kind of shocked, but then she was like, okay, but all right, all y'all are together, but who's the bottom? Who's the tops? And then they all said they were all tops, and then just wait, how many of you are ones? They're like, we're all ones. Okay. Oh, they're so binary. It's so funny. And Faye still can't get over it. They like is a new group of people, and she's still trying to figure it out. She's like, four, but they're all ones. Four. She's like, wait, four of them. But there were four of them. And Yoko's like, it's fine, you know, they're just like in a polyamorous community group, whatever. Faye was having a hard time. It was a challenge for her. Such a traditionalist she is. Then I have a whole bunch of videos of them goddamn fingersmithing. Why are they fingersmithing all the time? Why is your hands on her thighs? Oh look, more fingersmithing. And they were so into this fingersmith, they were like, both of them look like their eyes are closed. It looks like Yoko's praying, and then they get interrupted by the new assistant, and they're like, whoa, what? Oh, what's happening? It was just like a compilation of them just like touching each other's hands. Their fixation, digital fixation with each other. Barely paying attention to the fans, mostly just to themselves. Oh, she get a little massage. Of course she does. They're saying hi to the fans. Oh, look, they are a little bit. Let me stop. Pause. Again, playing with the fingers. I was like, stop. Okay, thanks for being here, guys. Whatever. More. Oh my god. Faye. Holding on. Oh my. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Alright. They look good though. More fingersmithing. How many videos do I have? How many clips? A lot. A lot of fingersmithing. She had to pull her back because she was interacting with the fans too much. But then it ends up being a pretty good shot, actually. It's a cute little cuddle. And then let me adjust my baby. She's weirdly seated. Let me move her. Right. Faye smelling Yoko's perfume. Just randomly. Just a little sniff. Huh? Even the fans were like, huh? What? What was that? Then the scarf, Faye smells it. She's like, what is that? Whose perfume is that? And looking at Yoko like, whose is this? She's like, I don't know. Keep smelling it. Whose perfume is that? Then she smells Yoko. She's like, oh, it's Yoko. And then Yoko's like, oh yeah, it's me. It's like, what? What the fuck? The funny thing to me about this is Faye seemed a little jealous. She's like, whose is this? Whose perfume is this? She is concerned. Whose is this? She's like, oh, it's you. It better, she's like, in her head, it better be you. Not Faye getting a massage during the group photos and Yoko not even stopping. That's the group photo for some people. Aren't you lucky? These fans, at this point, the fans are interrupting them. They're interrupting them. It's not even about them. What? Always gotta touch her. Touching that ass. What's wrong, babe? Yoko jumped, ran over. This is a 23-year-old for sure. Ran over, jumped on Faye, scared her half to death because that's what she likes to do. She loves scaring that girl. Top Faye. There's really no reason for this to be in here. I just like seeing her pose. Just beautiful. Oh, little be my boo. And then they're doing the goodbyes. See you tomorrow to people. Alright, so at the end of the night, they're leaving the facility. And, getting into the van. Lots of fans still waited for them. Interacting with fans. Of course, Faye is always behind because, like, she always takes the longest. She interacts with fans the longest. Does a lot of, like, waving and talking and stuff. She's always the last person. Girl almost fell off of a little ledge. A little step up. She's too in tune with the fans, not paying attention to the security. Security is, like, guiding her, like, girl, get in the van. Stop talking. She gives Yoko a snack. Again, see? The waving. See you tomorrow. This extrovert, she loves attention. Yoko's like talking to Faye to get in the van or whatever, or like pointing something out, and then of course Faye gives her a snack because that's what she does, and Yoko's so happy about it. She's like, "Oh, you gave me a snack." Okay. She called the fans La Boa. She's like, "Close the door, close the door." Okay. I mean, Yoko's right behind you. I'm sure she heard you. But apparently she has a wife, so as said today. And then here's some photos. Is it just one? No, there's a few photos of them. These are great. Yeah. These are pretty great photos of like them together on stage. Yeah, I like it. The crazy thing to me is the Faye admitting that she has a wife during Soundcheck. That was wild. And then the kissing of Yoko's cheek, also wild. Here's some more photos. Great, great photos. They're so photogenic. It's ridiculous. They look good together. Okay, so this video, okay, pretty much anything that I'm going to talk about right now will be in the longer video because I don't want to put this on, I don't think I'm going to put this in the YouTube video. I think this will be for people who really care. They arrive at the venue. They arrive at the venue for the second day. Yoko's wearing a jean skirt, which I'm surprised about. She never wears jean skirts. That's kind of a Faye thing, not a Yoko thing. But alright, and a cardigan and a black 9-star studio shirt, I think. And then Faye is wearing like a red jacket with white hearts. And something else, I don't remember. Black shirt, black pants, nothing special. Just their, the get up they wear to come to Soundcheck and to get ready for the day. Someone's fucking shirt with them kissing on it. Another view of them getting out the car a little bit closer. Faye helps Yoko out of the van. And then them both laughing at this fan's shirt of them kissing. Yoko's embarrassed. Faye's like, "Oh yeah." Faye doing her sound check. Alright. It's kind of I mean, again, I never want to show these because I'm like, it's pretty standard. We get it. Yoko finishing her song, and then she like kind of runs off stage. Like, why? Why are you running, girl? Of course, running over to Faye. Guess who else is she gonna run to? And they come right back out together. So funny. Okay. Okay, so they got distracted because of the tops were back. They came, the couple of 4 people came back for the next day and distracted them. And like, Faye was like laughing and sweating basically. She couldn't even like, Faye's still shocked about it. She's like, "Okay, you guys are a group of 4 that are you're not all together. It's just 2, you guys are 2 couples, but you guys are all ones though." She is still fucking shocked by that. Day 2, still shocked. Then they go to sit on the side of the stage, like they did the day before, and then, but this time Faye told her to sit on her lap, and then Yoko's like, "No, not how the fans reacted after you did that. Absolutely not." She's super hesitated. She's like, "I'm just gonna sit like this," and then of course she does sit down. And Faye's like, "Yeah, come over, babe," but always sits in front of her. It's kind of interesting because I feel like her sitting in front of her, a lot of times, or standing in front of her, is always about protection, and she just like wants to make sure if anything happens, like it's gonna come through her first. So I do kind of respect that and appreciate that. protectiveness of Faye. This is so funny because like her assistant came over and gave her a hot packet but took her jacket, and she was like, wait, what? Everyone's laughing, and then Faye's laughing, and then she's like, oh, I'll cover you, it's fine, babe, don't worry, I got you. It's hilarious. Yeah, here's the beginning of it. She's like, no, I'll take your jacket. Here, take this hot packet. But it's like, oh, it's okay, babe. Do we have spicy? Do I have spicy? Spicy is used metaphorically to mean delicious, hot, or seductive. Yes, it is. If I was like spicy, fans are like spicy because they like had eaten some food before. Spicy, very spicy. Spicy or not, says Yoko. If I was like spicy. Oh my god. Of course she is spicy. Of course Faye thinks she's spicy. We know. We know, guys. White, rich, and beautiful. Apparently that's like a saying in Chinese to call someone white, rich, and beautiful because, you know, people's obsession with being white. It's like great or whatever, but white-skinned. Congratulations on your prosperity. Bring the red envelopes. Faye is just saying every Chinese sentence she knows. Looking for her hearts? She has none. Oh no, no red envelopes. Don't have any. She doesn't have money. Faye's like, give me red envelopes. Yoko's Guy Spicy. I'm Guy Spicy, don't have money. Fans go, P5 has. Yo's like, right? And then Yo tells her what they said. Beautiful sister has a lot of money, says the fans. Oh, Faye. I will work hard for you. Thank you. Okay. It's from Yo. Wow. Guy. Burrito. Guy. Cold. And they both say cold chicken. And Yo's like, do you know what guy means? It means chicken. The fact that she said, I will work hard for you. Okay, this is not the first time Faye has said this. She has also said that I will take care of you before in a fan meeting to Yoko. But she's like, over the spicy chicken shit, she's like, no more spicy chicken or I'm not going to take care of you, which is hilarious. I just want to hear her say it again. I will work hard for you. Looks at Yo at the last minute. You. Thank you. She's like, you say guy spicy, I'm saying Lao Ba. Oh, Lao Su. Teacher instead, not wife. She's like, what guy? What guy? Let's see. A student. Wow. Who? Tiger, not wife. The fans are like, "Wow, poor." People have footage of Faye saying Yoko's name because we had never really heard her say it actually, and people are obsessed now. Apasra, Lepertsert. She wanted to help her up, but Yoko didn't let her. Huh? What are they saying? Oh, little chin. So we have another outfit change, and it is very cool. Like, Yoko's wearing this red dress with this like wraparound thing, and it is nice. And it's like the arms are like sheer. It looks really cool. It's a very cool, coolly designed dress. She looks amazing. Looks beautiful. Faye looks amazing. She has these white slacks on and this white top, but the top is like, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like robe-like in terms of the shape or cut, but to be honest, it kind of looks like she looks like a Star Wars character. Like, she always looks like she's some kind of character, like a pirate or a Ghostbuster or whatever, but she looks like she's straight up out of Star Wars in this, and I love it for her. This white outfit she looks fantastic. And then Faye doing her theme song. Huh? But I mean, we've seen this before. It's nothing special. Faye going off stage as Yoko is coming up for her song. She's coming up the stairs. They look at each other, and then Faye looks back at her as she walks out. Like, the look back. It's the look back for me. It's the look back. Yoko doing Be My Boo, of course. Yoko doing I think it's Have You Ever Loved Me song? She's sitting on the stage singing it across from Yoko, across from Faye on the other side of the stage. Here is Faye singing her song and doing the I love you thing again, staring at Yoko. Of course this was planned, this is part of the show, but it's like, they agreed to do it. What is this? Faye, what are you doing? What are you doing? What is that? What was that? I don't know what that was, but it was funny. Like, are you trying to hide her butt and her figure? What are we doing here? What is this hand placement? She's like, don't look. We had them on the side of the stage waiting in between, and what's happening? Faye is sitting, Yoko is standing, but Faye has her wrapped up in a blanket, keep her warm. Now they're on the couch, and of course we have to adjust. Yoko must be adjusted, and they must be intertwined and holding hands. Another view of Faye being stressed about Yoko being cold, of course. It looks like she's blowing on her hand or kissing her. It does not look like she's blowing like hot air to keep her hand warm. She's just like holding it. Which, I mean, whatever, to each their own. That's what she wants to do, but I don't know how that's helpful. She's flexing on the fans right now. I mean, but wouldn't you? Oh, puts the mic down so that she can give Yoko's hands more attention because they're so cold. More hand holding. Faye multitasking, of course, and holding on to that hand. She's like, it's cold. Both of her hands are cold. This is the other hand now, because she was holding the left hand before, I think, and now she's holding the right hand. I'm like, yeah, Yoko's hands are cold, as per usual. And then the assistant comes over, brings hand warmers, and Yoko is talking and she still notices it and takes it. Oh yeah, this is super long. I don't know if I'm going to have the whole thing in here. I might just explain what is said. So basically they're talking about Faye says cute things to Sunny, even when Sunny is not there. So Yoko's like, I'll hear, when I first started hanging out with Faye, had a misunderstanding. I didn't understand who she was talking to. And Faye's like, yeah, I will just talk to Sunny either on the phone, or I'll have like people, like fans will send gifts and they'll send a card and they'll send a picture of Sunny, and I'll be like, oh Sunny, I love you so much, you're so cute, and I would do it in this like a really cute voice. And like Yoko was like, I was really confused by that. And then the conversation kind of switched to like more general, and Faye was like, she's really curious about who I'm talking to on the phone. And then Yoko responds to that, not like talking about her talking to Sunny, but like in general. Again, she's like, yeah, well, there's usually two things that happen. Either Faye says that she looks at me, she gives me a funny look when I'm on the phone and she doesn't know who it is. And like Yoko describes it, like does a demonstration, and she's like doing this weird thing. And then Yoko goes, one of two things happen. Either I look at her, I give her the look, and she stops talking on the phone, or I give her the look and she keeps talking on the phone, and then I leave the room. I'm like, what? What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Like, this is actually the translated version of the whole Faye not being able to talk on the phone. So Faye goes, hey, look at me. It's like when you're asking who I'm talking to. Faye won't talk next to her. Faye is like this ka. The host goes, every time Faye calls, she usually goes to a corner not next to Yoko. Therefore, Yoko was very curious to know who Faye was talking to. That's kind of what she said. Sort of. And Yoko goes, there will be two types. The first is Yo looks and Faye stops talking. Second, if Yo looks over and Faye still doesn't stop, Yo will go out. She'll leave. Look at Faye's reaction. She's like, isn't that crazy? You see what I have to deal with? Faye likes to talk to herself how much Mommy loves Sunny while Sunny is not there. This is Yo speaking. Faye sat alone like Mommy loves Nong. What? When we first met, I misunderstood. When I first encountered the video call, I saw Faye speaking in a strange language. She was like talking to Sunny on the video call. I just thought to myself, who are you talking to with such a cute voice? Not satisfied? Faye goes, not satisfied. What? What does that mean? And then Yoko goes, Faye said something like, have you eaten yet? I'd be like, who are you talking to? And Faye goes, this voice. Really sweet. Yo goes, who are you talking to? And then Faye goes, she will ask who Faye is talking to. Who are you talking? What are you talking? Yo likes to watch when Faye answers the phone. Who to talk to? If she knew this voice, she would know it was Sunny. But when she doesn't know, she looks like this. Describe when you want to ask who I'm talking to on the phone. They were talking about Faye talking to Sunny and how it's cute and funny or whatever. And then it switched to just in general how Faye be talking on the phone. and Yoko needs to know who she's talking to. Like, who are you talking to? And if she doesn't know who it is, she just leaves. She's like, oh, I don't know who that is. I'm gonna leave the room. Okay. The conversation was weird in itself, that they're bringing up the fact that Faye talks to Sunny when he's not there. Like, she just like likes to baby talk and whatever. That's cute, whatever. But then it gets into like how Yoko acts when Faye is on the phone with someone she doesn't know. And Yoko has said that she spends all of her time with Faye. Like, they sit together a lot, and she sees a lot of what Faye does. So I'm like, and she's like trying to build this business, and I'm like, okay, so Faye really was serious about like not having any new friends. Like, girl is not talking to anybody. But Yoko, 9 Star Studios, and then the business people that she has for her salon and the nail shop, she is not talking to nobody else. And Yoko knows exactly who she's talking to at all times. What is this? This your girl, bro. Like, there's no fucking way that you would have a coworker this involved in your life, to the point where they're controlling who you're talking to on the phone. You know? Like, that's crazy. Hold hands versus hug. Which one would you choose? You both choose. Yoko says hug. Faye says hug as well. When you hug, your hands will unconsciously be held together. She's like, so I don't need to hold hands because it's going to happen already. And are you talking about Yoko, or are you talking about in general? You're talking about Yoko. Clearly. Talking about each other. Which ones would you both of you choose, but for each other? Faye fixing that dress, as always. She's like, no, let me make sure it's correct before you start walking around. And then she went to grab the mics, and I was like, nope. She's like, absolutely not. That's so funny. Oh, fans saying top yo. If I was not loving that at all. They're doing like a scene reenactment, and they switched roles, and Faye needs to be shorter, so she took off her heels. Oh, she had to reestablish, like, y'all, let y'all know I am the top. But yeah, she like had to be lower than Yoko, and Yoko does like a kiss, but it's not really a kiss. She just does a fake kiss, and so does Faye. You do like a cute little air kiss to each other. But the fans thought she really kissed her. I was like, no, you're not getting what Faye gave. For this scene, can you switch roles again? She's like, what? Yoko's so happy about it. She's like, yeah, let's switch roles again. And that's when the top yo started happening. Faye needed to be smaller than Yoko. And she was, nope, look at that sneer. No. Hold that, I see you. Doing the Yoko right in front of Yoko. But she had to be aggressive. Yoko's like, I'll switch roles. Fio. Fio. Pio. So we're doing a pose, right? Just a short play. Can we stand further apart? She already started. And Yoko was like gonna get on the couch to get taller, and Faye's like, no, stop. 3, 2, 1, action. I can't even handle it. She can't handle it. Yo, be serious, girl. You're not the one who's serious. Is this how you want it? Yeah, and then you have to do mine. Not yet, we're not at this. She's trying to be shorter. I was like, I'm short, 10 centimeters, right? She did not squat just to pick her up. This is how you want it. You have to be mine. Not yet. Can't you stand further apart? She's like, no, let me do it later. That is, yeah. The doctor's name is Wan Wee. A sweet face doctor. Oh, that's you's line. Yeah, you're you. We're switching roles. They've been talking to the sweet face doctor. Her leg's starting to hurt. No, don't get sore yet. You've grown taller. So you want it this way, huh? Pretend to kiss her on the cheek, yeah. Well. She's like, oh, someone's using her work authority for personal enjoyment. Oh my god, Yoko, you're such a tattletale. No, that means that Noon has to. Noon has to kiss first, not the other way around. Not Khun Noon kiss first. Yeah, who's doing the kissing? Says the host. Well, at first it was our Noon, but who did it? But then that Noon. I wanted to point this out because there are multiple times during this this day. It didn't seem to happen on the first day, but on the second day, where the host was getting a little too close to Yoko, and Faye was not having that. She wasn't feeling that at all, and she would like make audible noises, or she would like move Yoko away because she was like, no, this is not happening. Let's please have a seat, both of you. Look at the way that. Look at Faye. And she goes, huh? She sighs. And then Yoko almost falls. I think Yoko noticed the huh and looked at her and then almost fell. Of course, Faye has to grab her. And then she pats her lap for her to sit on her. She's like, come sit on me, come sit on me. And Yoko goes, see that? She's doing it again. Just like saying that Faye's using her work authority for personal enjoyment. She is. She really enjoys this. She does. She's like, just come sit. It's too revealing. Faye's like, I'll pick you up, it's fine. She's like, oh, she wants a hug. Wait, don't do that yet. It's too revealing. For this scene, I'll have Faye play as Khun. Yoko says it's boring. For this scene, both of you can improvise, but the main theme is a birthday scene, right? Maybe you'll have a keyword like today's my birthday, give me a wish, or close your eyes. Where's the present? How do we improvise? That's the original line, says Yoko. She's like, whatever. Girl, go with it. Are you ready? Oh, this line is so long. 3, 2, 1, action. They like don't do anything. Yoko's like, you first. You start. You walk in the room while I'm lying down. No, let's cut it right here. Where's the present? Says Faye. Yoko's like, huh? She's like, where's the present? Let's finish the scene quickly. And Yoko's like, here's the present. Done. It's like, seriously? She's like, I already said you had to start when you walked in. Why did you come here? She's like, why did you come like this and not tell me? Do you know how worried I've been? It's because of you, Arnon. You left me with who I don't know. You left me with who I don't know. It's your birthday today and I didn't even get cake. Sorry. I was like, that wasn't in the script. They told us to improvise, said Yo's. Director, Yo is going off script. It's just, I do that all the time. It's called improvising, says Yoko. So I was like, okay. Sorry, from now on I won't leave none with anyone anymore. What next? Says Yoko. Faye whispers in Yoko's ear, and then Yoko's like, huh? It's just to say it again. It's my birthday, wish me a happy birthday. Close your eyes. Close your eyes or I'll make you drool? Excuse me, what? I think I saw a translation of this and it said like, close your eyes or I'll put saliva on you, or I'll make your face wet with saliva. Okay. Do you want your face to get wet on your birthday? What the fuck, bruh? Yoko. Faye's just sigh. Just sighs. Just like, what? You want to get your face wet on your birthday? Okay. Faye sighs at that, and then she goes, wish me a happy birthday. For this year's birthday, I wish you nothing but happiness, no sadness. You deserve all the happiness. Happy birthday, my dear T-Doc. What did you just call me? I'm not telling you, I can only say it once. If I say it too often, it won't be special. It's my birthday today, right? Where's the present? Close your eyes first. Atcha. I can't even respond. She's like, yeah, the scene's over. She's like, the host is like, there's anything you want to say? Faye's like, Yo went off script. And Yo's like, I was improvising. You two have already made a poster restoration, so today we want to let the two of you swap roles. Faye plays Anu, and our Yoko plays Khun role. Oh. What in the hand placement? What in the hand placement? Oh, nose kisses. Have you taken photos yet? He asks, and the fans are like, not yet, because they wanted them to do it again. Play again for fans taking photos, so we can see you guys canoodling, basically. Right. This is so crazy. Look at this. Bro, what in the gay? Her hands are so goddamn big that they go around Yoko's waist, both her waists, and she can almost touch her fingers together. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, little nose kiss. Let's show this off one more time. I just want to show off. Let me pull up the screen and you can see the hands. Look at her fingers are practically touching each other. Oh, little tongue. Wow. Little nose kiss. They gay. That's gay. Okay, this is them getting up. Look at how Faye is like, no, don't come close to Yoko. She literally was like, no. And then what is she doing? Touching that booty. Because she can. I mean, why not? She can. Why not? It's hers. Why is her hand there? Because it can't be. So then during, like, you know, the MC talking or whatever, Faye's like, oh, let me fix your dress. It's like, I don't like how it looks. Let's unwrap it and make it longer. And like starts to rewrap her dress for her, which is hilarious. And then the crew starts to come over to like kind of shield it a little bit and to help possibly, but it's just so funny. She's like, no, I'm gonna fix this. It was way too short. Yeah, it was way too short for her. Thumbs up. Oh, it looks great, babe. No spicy guy. The guy spicy. And then she's still fixing it. Yoko falling all over the place. And then, of course, Faye's like, let me refix it. It's not quite right. Not to Faye's liking. This is her model management coming out right here. She's like, no, let me fix you up. Kind of reminds me of how she like fixed Ingfa's dress when they were at MGI. Miss Grand. So concerned about that dress. And then this is the before and after how the dress looked. So it was like all legs. And then Faye's like, no, we're gonna cover up those thighs for sure. That is hilarious. She is not having it. Faye always knows when Yoko's doing something she's not supposed to be doing. Mainly because of the crowd. She's like, no, stop. Stop showing those legs off. Girl, I know you are. Stop it. Oh, Faye dancing. Oh snap, crackle and pop. Doing her customary dances. The hacky sack. Doing her makeup. I love these like bad dances that she does. They're so great. I love how goofy she is. She's so goofy. The Yoko dancing, so awkward. To elicit magnificent. They do not know the dance, either one of them, but they're trying. Them fucking holding hands like they always do in such a tight. This is during like the thank yous and like talking to the fans and stuff, so they were getting a little emotional, especially Faye. She like squeezed the fuck out of Yoko's hands. Again, kind of another view of it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Touch, touch, touch. Rub, rub, rub. Intertwine and then squeeze really hard. This was a point where the host was coming a little closer and she was not feeling that, and she like pushed Yoko behind her, which was so weird. It was like the host and the fans. Yeah, she did not want the fans or the host to be that close to her, and so she would like physically move her out of the way. She'd be manhandling that girl all the time. And Yoko goes with it. And this is again kind of another perspective of it. She's like, nope, come over here. Yeah, the host comes closer and she pulls her closer. She's like, no, I don't want you that close to my baby. And then Yoko goes to grab a hot packet, and Faye's like, "Get behind me!" Like, oh, it's so funny. Holding her close. Oh, grabbing that booty, as she can, as she does. And then changes her positioning and fixes her hair. What? What is going on? Faye's like, okay, let's get off stage. Let's go. They're gonna watch the fan video like they did the day before. This is the pinky promise, but they did it backwards. Bop her that. Of course, Faye loves to sing, so she's singing along. So much reading. The first day it was mostly visual, so maybe this was like they're like, we need to do one for the second day, and we just gotta put something together because it's just not as dynamic. Oh, they sing along. Okay, so these next set of videos or clips are a thank you from Yoko and Faye gets quite emotional during this thank you, so I do want to cover that because I think it's really important. I feel really happy. Like yesterday. Why are you laughing? I really appreciate that you guys come to see us. Oh, she's speaking in English. Faye's like, I'm speaking in Thai. I'm not speaking in English. It's like, I don't have the bandwidth to translate this. And it's better to speak in your native language, I think. So actually, Faye tried to hold my feelings since yesterday. Faye would like to thank all the fans who are here and support FayeYoko. Thank you so much. You are a great source of encouragement for us. In the past, Faye used to feel that I was not good at anything. She said this during her last live, too, a couple of days before this happened. Like, I don't know, like 5 days before this happened. She said this exact same thing. Oh, she's getting emotional. Yoko goes to hold the small of her back. But this year, if I have a new salon. Oh yeah, that's great that they gave her a napkin that belongs to Faye. Oh, and then Yoko gets closer to her. Faye believe that it comes from the support of everyone who makes me feel that I have the encouragement. And I can do it. You always support me, that Faye is very talented. I feel grateful to everyone. Faye, you're the best. And then Faye feel everyone is really a great encouragement for Faye. There would be no FayeYoko if it weren't everyone's support and love. We used to say that we would set our hearts on loving our fans the best we could. It means that we truly love each other. And I've never seen our fans as just fans yet. I consider you a part of my family. I love you so much. Let's stay together like this for a long time. That was so long and like super grateful, super humble, super appreciative, but like, wow, that was intense. And she was like crying, like about to weep in the halfway point. Like this was a very serious, like she's like, I love you guys so much. You're the reason why I am here, which is true. It's absolutely true. Sometimes it's a little toxic, it's a little unhealthy, but she's absolutely right. And I appreciate that gratefulness. Then Yoko speaks a little bit more because Faye is crying too much. Yoko goes, actually, P5 Salon is going to open very soon. P5 did everything by herself this time. She really did it all by herself because Yo sat there and watched her. I just want everyone to know that if you have the chance to go to Thailand, try going to P5 Salon because she does everything by herself. She does it all by herself and is the only one who's good at it. I'll give her a little chin lift. She's the only one who's good at it. Oh, Yoko. Yo said that you sat and watched. So the MC, is that the pink chair? And Yoko's like, I mean to say that P5 likes to think that she can't do it by herself. But actually, she doesn't realize that she has been doing it all alone, all along. But like every process that I've seen, until now it's taken shape. She's always done it by herself and it always comes out well. Fans can look forward to it very soon. Yoko is so complimentary and says just the right things. This girl is so intelligent, emotionally, just mentally, like just very, very overall intelligent. I believe this is the translation. I hope to see everyone in the new salon. It's coming very soon. Faye has got to be quite impressed with this girl. Even though she's young and somewhat annoying, she is very, very smart and very, very attentive and loving. A fan is sharing something with them that's like super personal, and they're like crying. And then Faye gets emotional with them crying, and then it's like, no, we're gonna hold hands, Yoko, and we're gonna intertwine our hands. Okay, this is what the fan said. Because of having FayeYoko, that helps her fix her relationship. And from now on, no matter what your performances or works are, we will always support and follow you. Whoa. That's pretty strong wording. A lot of pressure. I hope you will be happy forever and be happy every day. That's like so much pressure. This person is saying like, because of you guys being together, you helped fix my relationship. And so now I'm eternally grateful for you guys and I'm going to follow you forever. Like, whoa, a lot of pressure. I really hope if they are actually together that this works out, because a lot of relationships and people are writing on them, which is a little scary. Someone noticed it. Shows off them, yeah, the intertwining. Faye is feeling so many emotions right now anyway, like, girl's in a state. Faye was crying so much. And look at Yoko cheering her up. Faye filling her up at the same time, which is kind of funny. It's like Faye's filling her up and Yoko's cheering up Faye. At the same time. She's like, don't cry. It's so interesting how well she knows Faye. She's like very in tune with her. And then Faye like playing with her hair. And Yoko's wavering, almost falling down. But they are locked in step and like genuinely on the same page, which is, it's, you know, hard to see people have that connection. And they're going to do something unique as well. This is very, very specific to them. I mean, a couple other GL couples, but this, you know, like, this is a pretty unique situation. They're handling it very well. This natural, this is so freaking natural. This is why I watch. This is why I'm so fanatical about it, because I'm like, it's just too real. It's too genuine. It's too loving. It's too nice. I love it. Goodbye. More head touches. More hip grabs. Oh, walking off in tandem again, like the Bangkok fan signing. Oh. Wow. And then Faye commented on Yoko's post, because she posted a couple photos of herself during this event. And Faye wrote soy, which just means beautiful. Okay, so this video, or these set of clips, they have changed their outfits into these, like, I want to call it like cowgirl outfits, like farm outfits almost. Faye's wearing like this brown, I don't know, tweed jacket or something like that, with like a black shirt or tank top, jeans and boots. And Yoko's wearing like a dress with like a really low belt that like rides kind of low, and then it's like cream colored, and then like these white boots or cream colored boots. They look like they're about to go on a farm. Now here's the thing. Faye's shirt is exposing again, like the other dress that Faye was wearing, that cream dress. Yoko was distracted. She was very distracted by Yoko's pillows and was like, what is, let's cover these babies up. She was literally staring at them. She could not stop staring at them when she was singing. And now she notices Yoko notices Faye's shirt is open, and she tries to close it, and Faye goes to open it again, and Yoko tries to close it. It's so funny that they're like fighting over this. Jealous much? Faye's like, no. And then pulls her closer, and just hands going wherever they want, just all up on that booty. Faye has said she loves butt. She loves booty, and she takes every opportunity to touch Yoko's butt. That was just an excuse. See, like, Yoko's trying to cover her breast, close her jacket. She's like, no one needs to see that. And Faye's like, oh, they're gonna see it. Yoko's like, no. Who's gonna be the top? I love to see them play around though. The really more important thing too is like, Faye looked off camera at one point when she did that. I'm like, who's she looking at? She like pulls Yoko closer. There. And then looks up, looks off stage. I'm like, who's she looking at? Is she looking at the host, or is she looking at the team? Them singing together. And of course, Faye loves doing this. She loves being behind her like that. Snuggling her neck. It's cute when they share the mic, I ain't gonna lie. Look at Faye's hand placement. hand placement. Where's that belt? That belt is at the pubis line. Okay, it's at the mound pubis. The pubis mound. And where are her fingers at? Where are her fingers at? Wherever they want to be. That's where they're at. I'll tell you that. A little nose kiss. Of course. No one holds their coworker like that. Like, no one holds them like that. That's so funny. She was like, no. Yeah, we're gonna close that up. I was like, no, we're not. The crowd was yelling FayeYoko, but you're saying YokoFaye. And Faye was like, no, please stop it. She was like, please stop. She could not believe it. She like screamed, Bday. She had to cross herself. She was like, don't say YokoFaye. He's like, no, it's Happy New Year. She's like, okay, that's fine. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, she's sad about it. And then they start to say FayeYoko. That's the Yoko right there. I'm sulking. No, you can't. I'm begging you guys. You can make me do anything. Baby Tiger is also okay. I don't want YokoFaye. Baby Tiger is also okay. Top 5. She's like, yeah, that's right. She's getting sweaty. She's like so stressed from it. I think they're saying goodbye. Another outfit change to come. Yoko's always grabbing her off the stage. Either one of them, they're always grabbing each other off the stage. Alright, so here is the 4th look. They are doing like this cyberpunk look. And like, I was like, yeah, it looks kind of cyberpunk. It looks like kind of metalcore even, right? Like the leather going on the fishnets. Yoko's got leather, like a leather leather top on or whatever. And then my wife was like, oh yeah, they look like soft cyberpunk goes to the mall. I was like, god damn, that's so funny. And yes, that's exactly what they look like. And I love it. I think they look absolutely fantastic with this look. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I'm here for it. Oh. Just a little music video of Faye just being sexy as fuck. Faye looks incredibly comfortable in this gear. Yoko's looking a little awkward. She looks a little strange. She's like, you know, it's a look. Oh yeah. Yoko's like, my stomach hurts. Faye with she loves to do the chin bump. She's always chin bumping that girl. This makes me sad. Why did she say that? It made me sad. She thinks she's fat. I'm like, girl, you're not fat. You're a normal size. You're actually smaller than most people, especially for your height. If I eat so much, I'm gonna be fat. And the fans are like, no. You're so soft. Beautiful. She loves to be called beautiful. But it kind of made me sad that she had to ask the crowd if she was fat. I'm like, ugh, don't be so reliant on other people's opinions. And she used to be someone who was pretty clear about like not even being asked that question about is she fat or not. But now she clearly has a little bit of a complex about it. But I'm like, ugh, I don't like that. I'm like, I'm fat positive, so body positivity always. And I like women with a little bit of meat on the bones, to be honest. Doing the high buys. High buys. Oh, they got challenged. High buys. Oh, we're a couple, and kiss. Challenged. Faye's like screaming. Ah! And they like drop something. They're so shocked. Now, the fans were able to take pictures while they're doing the high buys, and then Faye asked the guard to move over a little bit so there was more room so they could see. She said thank you, of course. This is ridiculous. Why did she pick her up like that? Because she was interacting with the fans? So she just like picked her up and turned her around. Bro, what? That was like not even necessary. It was incredibly unnecessary. And then pushed her down to sit down. She loves manhandling that girl. She loves it. Oh my god, this is so cute. That's fucking adorable. And this is adorable. She's like, sit down. Gives her a chin. But tells her to ask to sit down. And she does. Faye be listening to her wife. Now we did group photos. And there's during. They are like a Thai fan from Thailand, obviously, and they come to a lot of events. They cover a lot of things. They're the source of a lot of video coverage, actually. You gotta hold that cheek. Just, the cuteness aggression comes out so easily. Hold my cheek, hold my face, babe. This is just them, like the day before, posing for group photos. But why are they the way that they are? Yoko can't even, like, has to touch Faye. She just, like, wanted to touch the fishnet because she likes to touch things. Faye's like, close your legs. But why? Oh, put her head to your shoulder. Fingers. Doing the finger. Again, fingersmithing. Because when are they not fingersmithing? They must always be fingersmithing. Oh. More chin touches. Faye looks real happy. She has touched her chin in the last 30 seconds like 5 times. Touched her chin 5 times in the last 30 seconds. 5 times. They're talking. What? Faye, seriously, you need to hold on to her butt to test the heaviness of her earrings? That's so important? Wow. Any opportunity to touch that butt. Here are photos throughout the day, all the outfits that they wore, and they looked absolutely fabulous. I think are these from the same day or are these from yesterday too? I can't remember. The clothes have like blurred together. I have no fucking idea. This is them leaving the venue. To, of course, lots and lots of fans. And of course, Faye is always in the back taking the longest. Just waving and waving and waving. Making sure everybody gets a little piece of her. Which, hey, respect. But the guards are, the security's like, can you get in the van already? Please, hurry up. And they're back in their, like, Soundcheck gear, by the way. They're not in their, like, work gear, I guess, the work clothes. This time she didn't fall off the ledge. Or, like, trip off the ledge. Oh my god, they're going towards the dog. This is how deep the crowd was. There was a lot of people who waited. Very respectfully, if I may add. Not very loud at all. Very quiet. Yoko waiting in the van, waiting for Faye, because she's taking forever. Oh, and then she notices a dog. And she's like, ooh, a dog. She's like, ooh, look, there's a dog. And the security's like, do you want me to get a dog for you? And she's like, no, it's fine. But then they go get the dog. And they are so excited. Faye is very happy. Then Yoko's like, give me the dog. I want to hold the dog. I saw the dog first. And then they love on this fucking fan's dog. It's so crazy. And then they pretend to steal the dog. Them at the airport. Very cute. Treating Yoko like the dog that she is. The little puppy. With the fans. They're always playing with the fans. Good puppy, good puppy. And then she gives her iPad to hold, which is weird. I'm like, why do you give her her iPad? She's like, hold my iPad for me. Okay. And then goes to do something else. That's so weird. Them messing with fans. Oh, they're a couple. They're always making... Like, oh, you guys are a couple, right? If I going to run to Yoko to tell him the fan. Don't you do it. Faye gives Yoko her passport and ticket, and then Faye almost goes through security without showing her passport. It's pretty funny. Okay, so I love that they showed this because I did notice it. I was like, wait a minute, what is Yoko wearing? She's wearing something that looks really familiar. And I was like, oh yeah, because Faye had the same thing on, but it's not exactly the same thing. It's a similar brand. It's the same brand. It's just a similar top, like cardigan top, but it's different. Like Yoko's cardigan top is just a pullover, and Faye's has buttons, and Faye's is way bigger than hers, and Yoko's actually like it doesn't even fit Faye. Like it's way oversized, and Yoko's actually fits hers. So it's like, no, they don't have the same clothes. It's likely that it was a fan gift or a company gift, and they got both of the same thing. But my issue is not that they have the same clothes; it's that they're wearing them. You don't have to wear them, but they choose to wear them. So, I don't know. That says something to me. Talking to fans, they're like I believe they arrived in Bangkok, so now they're like getting in their van to go home. Talking to fans. They always talk to the fans who come and wait at the airport, especially in Bangkok, because there's usually only like 20, 30 people. So it's a little bit more manageable to talk to them. Whoa! She's like, excuse me, what? From my understanding, I believe the fan asked, can you find me a wife? And she was like, or a girlfriend. And she was like, excuse me now? What kind of question is that? What? What delicious food is there in Taiwan? Asked the fan. She says, me, I'm delicious. cut with this old live from Faye talking about delicious foods of the provinces. Oh, we know what we're talking about. A score of 10 does not deduct any points. I'm serious? What? No. And she said new. She didn't say you. She said new, which is a term of endearment that Faye has said she likes to use for her partners. Okay, during this video, she can't hear it, but she tells the fan, she's like, Yoko likes to wear really oversized clothes, doesn't she? And basically she's letting them know that, like, Yoko's wearing her clothes. I'm like, that is not shocking to me. That shirt looks ridiculously too big for her. It looks like a shirt that Faye would wear, but it's not. It is not Fear of God essentials, because Yoko isn't Christian, so I don't think she would wear something like that. But like, it's the same type of shirt, and I think her pants are kind of big too. So I'm like, oh, she's wearing most of Faye's clothes. That's not shocking. That's gay. My wife be wearing my clothes. My wife took some of my clothes already. Like, we came back from traveling around the world. This was just Central America, and she like took a lot of my clothes because she was like, oh, they fit better than me on me. And I was like, they do. Bye. She's such a dork. Bye. Be well. Get home safe. Alright, so that is it. That is basically the end. This is a ridiculously long video. I think this video was like 4 or 5 hours long. It's so crazy. And of course, this is not edited. I'm going to edit it down. So I'll get it down to like 3 hours. And then I'll edit it even more for the YouTube channel. Make it like less than an hour long. And yeah, but this was fun. It was a lot going on because it was 2 days, and it was more than that because it was like 4 days because of the airport situation, which was very interesting, and then the airport situation when they went home. So just a lot of content, even though that some of it was like similar content because both days they were doing similar things, but it was still like different stuff happening. But yeah, I love, doing this. I do this out of the goodness of my heart. Like, I don't get paid for this. I don't even have 1,000 followers on YouTube. I'm not getting monetized at all. I do this for fun. This is a hobby. I take great pride in it. I love editing. I love putting all of this together. It takes a lot of time to like put this all together in the order that it's in and then edit it and all that stuff. So I do this out of the goodness of my heart, and I love connecting with people who feel the same way about a niche topic like this. And this like ridiculously cute love story that I'm following brings joy to my heart. So I'm going to continue to do that. And like I said, I don't know, at the beginning of this video, like, this is supposed to be a Thai GL reaction channel, so I want to do reactions, but I just don't have a lot of time, a lot of free time. I do have to work, and so I don't have a lot of time to do the reactions, so there's a lot less reactions and there's a lot more FayeYoko content because it takes up so much of my time. And I'm not complaining. Like, I'm not complaining that it's taking up my time. I'm just letting you know that it does, and that I hope that you guys appreciate it, and then you understand that I am trying to do this, to make this a reaction channel, but I only have so much time. I have a very limited amount of time, so I'm doing my best that I can, and I hope that you guys keep rocking with me, keep subscribing, keep liking, keep commenting, sharing, doing all the things, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace. Helt op. Jeg har ingen følelse for dem, når jeg fucked up. Og jeg vil ikke dø med de tester non-stop. Hvis det ikke bliver den koks. Mod systemet vi bokser. De andre hopper som lopper, imens jeg også er en hosser.